Here is Banks. Pulling up, finding Kolkloff on the baseline, but she missed the layup. Jewett Giles around Robertson. Marinkovic pulls the three. You bet. Anja Marinkovic, the sharpshooter, comes through for FGCU.
Well, that's why he put her in, because she is a sharpshooter.
Well, there have been 9 games this year where Marinkovic hasn't even gotten in, but when she does, she averages 5 points per game. So she is not shy to let it rip. She's gotten her team within 2. Banks caught it deep on UL, but couldn't finish.
We'll see Banks. See, once again, she should have went straight up.
Rushed it a little bit as well. UL for the lead. No good. Long rebound, and Adderley out-muscles the defender. Marinkovic again. It's good. FGCU takes the lead. And a timeout called by Stetson. Eagles have caught fire here in the second quarter as we take a look at Marinkovic's second three. We will be right back. If you need an ASUN basketball historian, I got the guy next to me can be your man.
Well, hashtag when you're as old as me, you get around to get to see a little bit. But hey, Anja Marinkovic, right? She has come in here and lit people up. When you get substituted and you make 2 threes, you make coaches look pretty daggone good.
They got it to her again there. This time it's Jewett Giles on the floater. Spins off. Offensive rebound. Adderley threw it over the backboard.
Adderley's like,
whoops.
You can't tell me I didn't get hit. I can't shoot a ball that bad without being hit.
J. Webb. Adderley has 11 rebounds. And we're still in the first half.
She had 19 the other night.
Which was a school record, and I would say that school record is in significant peril right now.
Well, especially if the Eagles keep shooting this way.
It's actually 12. If you look at the graphic we just threw up, they added another one. We're losing track. 12 rebounds in the first half with over 5 minutes to go for Adderley. Curry got loose inside, and Jewett Giles sent it back.
Oh, but they called a foul. They called a foul. Or no, they didn't.
Just out of bounds, I believe.
Just out of bounds. And Jewett Giles said, "Hey, welcome to the block party. You bring the potato salad. I got the baked beans."
Getting us hungry already,
oh,
Jay.
my Lord.
Wingate going around Curry. UL open for 3. No good. Long rebound to Robertson. So can Stetson slow it down again and squeeze buckets out of the Eagles?
Well, the thing is, that's good time out there by Coach Lynn Bria, and just told her team, now see, you cannot have turnovers like this. That was, once again, this is a big game. You gotta see the ball into your hands.
Yeah, that's the second time the ball was lost without pressure in that same part of the court. Can't happen against a team like FGCU. Stetson has not scored in close to 4 minutes. Marinkovic, the quick trigger, and it's good! Anja Marinkovic again.
And they're going, where was she on our scouting report?
Well, she hasn't been on the court in some
That's
ASUN games this year. Secret weapon off the bench for Coach Semesco. And trust me, he's got a plethora of secret weapons, transfers from bigger schools, some players that could become an X factor in postseason play.
Venus is making our viewing audience go to their thesauruses.
Plethora plays on any
plays.
broadcast. As there's a steal. Jewett Giles racing ahead of Stetson.
Well, now Stetson's got to be careful right now. They've got to keep their composure, keep running their offense, because if not, the doors could open.
It is a 14-0 FGCU run. Hatters have just 2 points in the quarter. Here's Curry, backing down UL. Tough right-handed shot falls.
Curry.
Here's Wingate. Wingate put it on the floor and blew by the defender. Well, that's what I think separates FGCU from other quality mid-majors, Jay Webb. The ability for Jewett Giles and Wingate to blow by people off the dribble.
And as quick as they are not as quick as Ashley O'Neal. So you got 3 speed. Because when they go coast to coast, it's like going up 75 with a sun pass.
Here's Banks with an interior pass and a pretty finish from Curry.
See, Banks can do it all. She can score. Nice little drop off to her teammate there. That's getting your buddy a basket.
She drew a lot of attention and knew when to give it up. Jewett Giles for 3, no good.
Right now, Jewett Giles has not been able to find her stroke. But I'm telling you who has. You think they want to get the ball to Marinkovic?
She's perfect.
Yes.
Jewett Giles 3 for 9 from the field to start her evening.
But you know what? I love her. She has no fear. See, great players aren't afraid to take shots.
She's good defensively, too. There's Marinkovic on the steal. Marinkovic through the lane and lays it in.
Marinkovic. Wait a minute. Did she just go defense to offense? 3 threes, steal, layup.
We think of her as a spot-up jump shooter, and she just came through with a terrific defensive play. And now a timeout taken by Stetson.
That's a good timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout, as Marinkovic has given FGCU a huge lift off the bench. She has 8 points to spearhead this outstanding second quarter for Carl Semesco's team. Let's take another look at that Marinkovic steal and finish for the Eagles.
Look at this right there. Oh, out in front. Denying the passing lane. And then the layup. That's the closest she's been to the basket.
Yeah, normally taking shots from much further away than that. And that's the kind of lift FGCU needed tonight. Only 9 points in the first quarter, and now they've exploded for 18 in less than 8 minutes. And that's what makes this team so dangerous as they head to play, tougher opponents potentially in the NCAA tournament. And that's what I'm looking for in these ASUN games, J-Web. This time of year, you have to be thinking about March. You have to be thinking about playing forces the 12th pattern turnover. And here comes Marinkovic for offense with just a 4.5-second differential on the shot to game clock. Gonna have to break the pressure first. Jewett Giles gets it over. They're gonna hold for the majority of the clock, we assume. Maybe not. UL has an open look. Missed it, and the rebound to Curry. 10 seconds to go. Stetson will get the final shot. Turner ahead, and Vincent running the floor makes it a 2-point game. O'Neal will get a heave, gives it up to Marinkovic. At the buzzer, it's good! Anja Marinkovic beats the horn, and it's a double-digit first half for Marinkovic. The Eagles will take a 5-point lead into halftime. As you see it one more time, Dave Tillett of FGCU Baseball will join us at the break. We've got full stats and highlights coming your way on our halftime report.
Points off turnovers are 11. But forget about all this. What's the big thing in the first half? Hey, Anja Marinkovic, 14 points, 5 for 5 from the 3. Pumped life into a body that needed some sustenance.
Honestly, J-Web, I agree. I think these team stats do not tell the story. I think the Marinkovic line is really the difference.
It's the difference because without her, the Eagles could be down. But let me tell you, the Hatters will not go away. This is going to be a very good second half.
Yeah, Stetson will keep it close. They'll keep it low scoring. Marinkovic 5 for 5 from the field, plus 13 in her plus minus. So she has come in and made an immediate splash. All 14 of those points came in the second quarter. So she completely flipped this game upside down. And now if they can start getting UL and Jewett Giles going, all of a sudden, FGCU's got a significant advantage. For the start of the third quarter here in Fort Myers, with FGCU holding a 5-point lead at the half. Here's how we got here. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. It was all Stetson early on. They had a 15-9 lead at the end of the first quarter. Their top scorer, Danisha Banks, got going, and then it was Tanisha Curry.
Well, Curry really was taking the both Stetson taking FGCU guards down in the paint and having their way with them. Look at this, good dribble penetration, kiss off the glass there, John, and look at this.
And then once the second quarter started, Semesco brought in Anja Marinkovic, and she completely changed the game. The steal in the bucket there, and doing what she does best, 4 for 4 from 3.
Well, let me tell you, hand down, man down, Coach, look at me. I think I can make the three again and again and again. Put it on a cycle, baby.
14 points in less than a quarter for Anja Marinkovic. 8 minutes and 17 seconds officially. She was 5 for 5 from the field, and we both said it during our stats segment. I mean, if you want to put this game into one or two words, it's Anja Marinkovic.
Well, and that's one of the things that's why sports is so frustrating sometimes, because she has not played a lot in the last 6 games. All of a sudden, she gives you 8 minutes and 3 seconds and 14 points, and the coaching staff from Stetson's going like, where has she been? And the rest of the people in the conference are going like, oh no, not another threat from Semesco. So, but here's the thing, that's only the first half.
And here comes Marinkovic. They'll see if they can ride the hot hand a little further. You think the Hatters are going to be guarding number 5?
Let me tell you, yes, they will. She's made them believers. This is the kind of pressure that the Eagles need, because when they come in too.
Oh, Marinkovic with a pretty reverse layup. They sold out on her on the three-point line, and she drove it inside.
She put it on. But this is the kind of game you need to get ready for not only postseason, but hey, the ASUN Conference tournament. You got to feel the pressure.
Marinkovic has a game-high 16 points in only 11 minutes of play. To work for against Stetson. It was a slow start, only 9 points in the first quarter. As we take a look at some of the stars of the game for FGCU, Marinkovic 17 points off the bench. Jewett Giles ended up with a 21, right about at her average for conference play. And then Adderley, forget the points, 21 rebounds to break the program single game record here tonight as we welcome in the head coach of the FGCU Eagles who joins us. Coach, you got in here quickly. First of all, Marinkovic, she hasn't played every game for you this season, but you decided to bring her in there early in the second quarter, and what a spark she provided. 14 first half points. What gave you the hunch there to get her in, and how much did she affect the game?
Well, first, let me start with, it's my nephew Caleb's birthday today, 13th birthday. He loves watching us. We wanted to win one for him today, and fortunately we did. Next, Anja has been practicing so much better recently and with a lot of confidence, and it was actually Coach Lyles who said, hey, I think she's ready to get a chance, and we were at a timeout. I followed Coach Lyles' advice, and Anja came in and just started knocking down some shots and playing with a lot of energy, and this could be a big lift for us going forward to have another person be able to come in off the bench and play like that.
Yeah, Marinkovic 5 for 5 from the field in the first half, finished with 16 points off the bench for you. And Tyra Cox hit a couple big threes off the bench as well. But
one, I want to give Stetson a lot of credit. They played really well. They definitely came out ready. They were aggressive, played great defense. We got off to a really slow start, especially offensively. And then, I thought when we brought Anja in, that was where we got the big spark. She hit a bunch of threes in a short period of time, and she was running the floor hard, creating space for people. So, she got an opportunity today, and she, I'm proud of her. She made the most of that opportunity, and she came up huge for us. Other than that, we didn't shoot it great tonight, but Ty played great defense, was an exceptional rebounder, so we got some extra possessions and got some extra shots. We just didn't shoot it very well.
Anja, how did that feel out there tonight in the first half?
It felt good. It was a slow start, but once we got it going, it was really fun, and you could feel the energy on the bench and in the game.
And Coach,